So 47 votes in favor of Champai Soren government. So it's a big win for Champai Soren as the floor test was just conducted, and via voting we saw that 47 votes, the 41 majority mark of course has been crossed comfortably. 47 votes in favor of Champai Soren. So it was the first big test for the Champai Soren, the newly sworn in Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Even as the former Chief Minister Hemant Soren continues to be in the ED custody, we've seen the statements coming out before the trust vote. The Champai Soren, Hemant Soren all attacking the BJP as the Soren, Hemant Soren continues to fight. All right, I'm told that Prakash is joining us on the phone line. He's back with us on the phone line for more. So Prakash, we were just seeing some reactions have also been coming in. The audio wasn't much clear. However, of course, we do understand that it's a huge sigh of relief for the Champai Soren government, for the JMM right now. And please tell us what we expect from here on, as we were talking earlier.
Now that the floor test has been passed by Champai Soren government, so it seems that there is a stable government in Jharkhand with more than 6 to 7 MLAs required for the absolute majority. So, as a matter of fact, Jharkhand goes to the polls in October, November. So, till now, there is political stability in the state of Jharkhand. It is clear that what Champai Soren and the Congress were alleging initially, that the governor was playing a partition role by not to form the government. In fact, it was a huge constitutional crisis that for 24 hours there was no chief minister, no president's rule. So, and the BJP MP Nishikant Dubey had time and again been alleging and citing the reasons that there were 13 MLAs that who were not flying to Hyderabad. It means that the BJP did not have the required numbers to topple the government. And the MLAs stood solidly behind JMM Congress combined, led by Champai Soren at the moment, and have expressed their solidarity with Hemant Soren, even though he's in ED custody. Hemant Soren making an emotional statement while addressing the Jharkhand Assembly, and he also made a statement that the PMLA court had asked him not to speak to the media, but he made his statement. He made sure that he made his statement and gave a speech in the Jharkhand Assembly, so that a message is sent to the voters across Jharkhand, and the PMLA, the court, or the ED cannot stop him from speaking in the assembly, because the premises of the assembly, the custodian is the speaker of the Vidhan Sabha. So he was allowed to speak, and he made a political statement there, making emotional statement like he is not going to shed tears for ED. He will shed tears at the right moment, at the right time, while addressing the tribal voters. He evoked the tribal sentiment. He says that he is innocent and is not involved in the land scam. That is for him to prove in the court, because he has already filed a petition in the court that the way ED has arrested him and he has challenged the ED's arrest in the court as well, which is up for hearing again on 12th of February, we are told, in the Jharkhand High Court. So, and that goes to state the fact that Hemant Soren is not going to give up. He's fighting it out. Meanwhile, he has his own government in the state of Jharkhand, with Champai Soren's new government passing the floor test with a difference of 18 votes, and that's a huge number in a small state like Jharkhand. So, meanwhile, we'll see. Now, all the parties will gear up for the Lok Sabha elections. Till Lok Sabha elections, it seems that there will be political stability in the state of Jharkhand. After that, we can expect again some kind of political thriller in Jharkhand, if at all, when BJP again wins the Lok Sabha elections, because Jharkhand goes to the assembly polls in October, November this year. So everything has not come to an end here itself. So a big stake for both the BJP as well as the JMM Congress. And Jharkhand has 14 Lok Sabha seats in total, very special state. The erstwhile Bihar, both Bihar and Jharkhand combined for 54 seats. And it's a very crucial state as far as last time the BJP had won around 13 Lok Sabha seats out of 14. So big win for Champai Soren, passing the floor test with 47 votes. The opposition BJP got 29 votes. Back to you.
Take us to Prakash, how we've seen that, Hemant Soren has used this platform today to again, show that he is innocent. Just like you pointed out that he has evoked the Adivasi sentiment. He made an emotional appeal, also saying that the tears of Adivasi does not mean anything to you. And he's also alleging that Raj Bhavan was involved here. He's alleging political vendetta and also says that somewhere that Raj Bhavan had a role to play in this incident.
Well, it's a kind of allegation, Raj Bhavan. How can the Raj Bhavan arrest him? The ED has arrested him. But yes, the role of a governor came under a scanner and question when there was no government in Jharkhand after Hemant Soren resigned from the Chief Minister's post on 31st evening. Until the 1st of February or the 2nd of February, there was no Chief Minister or no President's rule. So that way the governor was under question and a scanner. But when it comes to his arrest, it was the ED which arrested him. And when he was interrogated on 31st evening, after the ED showed him substantial proof of his involvement in the land scam, and they conveyed it to him that he has been arrested. After that, they're going to arrest him. In fact, he told him after that, Hemant Soren shot a video of 5 minutes and released it to the media that the ED is going to arrest him, and he was apprehending it for quite some time. And the same sentiments he evoked today as well in the Vidhan Sabha in his political speech when he said that he was apprehending this. And not to be surprised, he evoked the Adivasi sentiments because Jharkhand forms a large chunk of the tribal voters, and the main constituents are the tribal voters itself, the support base, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. So sending a message to the tribal voters, which holds the key in Jharkhand, evoking sentiments that your son has been arrested by the ED. And they also cited politicians, the Chief Minister Champai Soren cited examples of Bandhu Tirki, from whose 7 crore rupees in cash was recovered by the same ED, but he hasn't lost his membership. But another MLA's membership have been, he was convicted and his membership was terminated from the House. So this kind of examples were being cited, and the ED was also targeted, the IT, ED and the CBI was also targeted on the floor of the House. So it's for Hemant Soren to now to prove his innocence in the court, because there have been charges of mining scam also. One, because he held the mining department as well. His secretary, Pooja Singhal, was arrested. He's still under arrest. Several officers have been arrested. There are charges of his associates being directly involved into corruption cases. One vessel was recovered pertaining to the mining scam, and then in the land scam also there are certain allegations against him. So he has to prove his innocence in the court of law, and he has filed a petition in the Jharkhand High Court. The case is up for hearing on 12th of February, and he can only evoke sentiments, and that to political sentiments in the House. But in order to prove his innocence, he will have to prove it in the court of law. Back to you.
Absolutely, of course. Thanks so much for joining us with those details, Prakash. This is the first test that has been, of course, right now passed by Champai Soren, but the fight against the corruption charges continues as far as Hemant Soren is there. All right, I'm getting more reactions on this. In fact, JMM spokesperson Tanuj Khatri is joining us on the phone line for more. Mr. Khatri, thank you for speaking to us. This, of course, is the first test that has been passed by Champai Soren. It's 47 MLAs have voted in favor of Mr. Champai.
एब्सोल्युटली। जिस प्रकार से चुनी हुई सरकारों को, पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार को और एक आदिवासी मुख्यमंत्री को डराने की, धमकाने की नाकाम कोशिश हुई, हम समझते हैं कि सदन ने उसका जवाब दिया है। और आने वाले चुनावों में ये संख्या में और वृद्धि होगी और झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा और गठबंधन के दल जो है भारतीय जनता पार्टी को उखाड़ फेंकने का काम करेंगे झारखंड से।
जी जी, शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए मिस्टर खत्री।